Timing begins when we gain control. So 3, 2, 1, we're off. So right away we are going to do a skip that's been appropriately named Darlington Station Skip.
Down, honey.
Saves about 25 seconds. And it's done like so. One, two, three, four. Because the pill bottle is right there. And just like that, we are now starting the first mission, which is the Soviet consulate. So there's a lot of save loading to skip a bunch of cutscenes. It's pretty simple, self-explanatory. Of course, when you infiltrate a place, you gotta set it to lunchtime so that everything's good to go. You want to get up here as fast as possible, just like that. Enter the virtual world. We're gonna get a toy whistle here that dials at 2600 hertz. We're gonna exit now by stealing this painting. And through the garbage chute. So now we would want to feed the fish, but we want to keep one food so we can throw it at our director. Simple. Now it's a little cutscene, so perfect time for a donation or two. If anyone's wondering, that says cowboy right there.
Particularly valuable artificial kidney. Estimated value on the
I'm sure we could raise that.
25 billion
We can raise that amount, right? Totally.
We need you to extract this from them at any cost. Improvise. I know you'll do well, barman. If you don't mind, I've got a landline to install.
So now, we are gonna take more missional. And we're gonna go to Ikiyaki Alley. Also, the director is just right down there. Another save load to skip the cutscene at the beginning. And here we're just gonna make little short hops because these NPC players are RNG. And unfortunately, we can't make the RNG manipulation joke that we used to because we actually skipped that section now. We're gonna come into the restaurant. Gonna take off our shoes. Grab the jar. Get stuck on everything. Grab this spider. I missed the other spider, so backup spider is over here. So normally, you wouldn't get stuck on many things, like I was, and you would get the spider that's on the plate. You only need 5 spiders. There are a total of 8 spiders. I want to grab the fish, come over here. The one plate that I choose is the spider plate. So, you want to avoid the spider plate when spraying the fugu sauce on this, because it sprays the spider, not the plate.
Oh, I'm going to say.
So now we're going to come over here. We go to this bathroom. It's kind of a mess in here. It's a little Splatoon-like. So that QR code actually does work if you scan it. And it just says Neurotech Artificial Organ Kidney. I think copyright 1958B. I think that's what the text says. I could be mistaken. Because there is another QR code later that you'll be able to see.
This is your last chance. We've tried to reason with you.
So now we're at the temple. You light the candle through the wall because why not? Come over here, light the incense, and ring the gong. Next is Expedition. Pretty straightforward. We're going to go right from the start to Kai-Tech Resort, which is a simple
now I can finally make my steak and kidney pie.
South by Southwest, if you will.
A bit more heat than usual.
It's directly to the left and down just a little bit.
In the meantime, I'll set you up with a vacation.
Oh, hey, Director? Director, it's flooding. Director!
Spencer's
you're not...
trip to Kai-Tech
I don't care! We're gonna drown! Also, the door doesn't load.
You look like you can use it.
So, great time for donations. In all achievements, we do hit every place here. And, there's a lot of puns everywhere. It's glorious. Yes it is, Node.
Welcome to Kaitak Resort.
We're gonna come in here. The save corruption we did during setup is gonna allow us to skip quite a bit. So we're gonna come back over here. Take the elevator to the 4th floor. Grab this guy's key. Go into the room, grab the suitcase. Save load. Record scratch, and we're here.
I am absolutely distracted by your radiance.
We switch that,
Allow
and
me to
boom.
introduce myself. I am known as the editor.
So normally you'd have like a blonde wig on and lipstick or something.
I trust you know what happened.
But because of the save corruption and the skip, we don't. But everyone thinks you do.
You look a little pale.
I don't want to say this, but that's never happened before. I don't remember Telser. Remember when Telser played Jazzpunk for fun and not speed? Yes. Oh wow, I actually saved time on Kaitak. That's interesting. Imagine playing anything for fun. Ain't that the truth? It's crazy. Nah, but we always have fun. So we're gonna come down here. We're gonna talk to this conspiracy theorist.
Polybank.
As you can see,
You made it. I trust you.
buy all his machines, the fake door,
Information for you.
and
But first, we need
all
to
this
take the necessary
red lines
precautions.
going everywhere.
Okay, just hold
Here we're gonna
still.
spam,
This will hurt you a
E and
lot
left
more
click,
than it will hurt
our
me.
action keys,
Give me the sign when you're ready.
just so we can lose our tooth
Now they can't
that had
monitor us.
a lot of
You
machinery
just
on.
sit
That's
down.
actually a really big tooth.
There's a trauma
I've never
cot
actually
over
paid that
there.
much attention to it. That's like half the size of your head or something like
Alright,
that.
listen carefully. This resort, it's all fake. It's software. We are all
So it's a little
characters in a
cutscene here.
simulation.
Quick donation or two.
It's taken me decades, but I've discovered a way out of here. Find the mechanical boar. Kill it and cook it. It will lead you to freedom.
It's dangerous to go alone.
Take this. The natives use it for hunting.
And
the
we're
boar.
gonna serenade people.
Godspeed, Polybank. Godspeed.
So if everything's done correctly, the pig will land in a nice little spot just like that. You're gonna pick it up. That QR code just says it's a Neurotech pig. Do not bake or do not cook. I think that one also has a copyright 1958B. So I was going for moth skip right there. You can actually land in this tunnel without having to get that moth out of the gears. But unfortunately I missed it. It only loses a couple seconds, like, I believe it's about 3. So, this is all about, trying to land in all the tubes. Trying to avoid, landing in it and re-landing out of it. You can actually skip this door through that invisible wall. I missed that, unfortunately. We're gonna come up here, and there's a computer. We're gonna spill some coffee on it. Because why not? And so now coming up is the bachelor pad. We often say that this is where the run truly begins.
Please, have a seat. We've much
There
business
is an
to
audio
discuss.
skip you can do here. but there's no consistent setup.
You may remember me from the resort hotel.
Unfortunately. So it'll skip that, please Polyblank, please Polyblank, please have a seat. We have a lot to discuss. It would say, please Polyblank, Polyblank. It would skip, it would save about a minute and a half. Yeah, it's gonna save a minute and a half. It saves about a second and a half to 2 seconds, I believe.
4, 3, 2, 1.
So now we're gonna go to the bachelor pad to meet up with the editor, who is the antagonist. Oh. Do another save load. If you do it quick enough, normally, you'll have a, pump that would load. But if you do it fast enough, the save load with the menuing, it actually doesn't load. And it actually saves a little bit of time later when we're actually cycling through. So now we're gonna come over here, we're gonna grab this remote, accidentally get electrocuted, and we're just gonna spam this till the editor comes down. And now, it's a cutscene. So, feel free to read a couple donations.
Over here, Polyblank. No, oh, over here. No, a little more. A bit more. A little
I would ask for no donations during this run. Audience needs to concentrate on the lore being discussed.
Go back.
So yeah, if you feel free to ask me about the lore of this game, and I will give you this,
Polyblank.
the best answer. Like, I can give you
get right to the point. You've taken
hands down. You'll not find an answer better than this. I have no idea what the lore is in this game.
They've taken some of your important
No. Listen to the crab.
And it's imperative that you get me back in the right hands.
Now the story's making sense.
Improvise. I know you'll do well by me.
Polyblank.
I mean, as much sense as it can make. So we're gonna do a game of sport. We're gonna do 3 games. We're gonna start with some mini golf, 3-hole mini golf. Then we're gonna revisit an N64 classic. And then after that, we're gonna go deep into Nintendo's history and visit the Virtual Boy. I know everyone's excited for the Virtual Boy.
A home run? I must be a bit off
So, we're actually gonna play golf with the pool cue. We aim for the corner there. Should have been full power, but I didn't. That was my bad.
The consequences are in your hands.
So we're gonna bounce that way. So the most you can do on this, the least amount of strokes you can do on the first hole is a 2. You can get a hole-in-one on the second hole, and you have to do it in 2 strokes on the third hole. Because if you go full power and try to get a hole-in-one, you could actually risk soft locking.
I'm so surprised.
So there we go. Perfect. And so this last one, there's going to be a little change here. We're not actually going to play mini golf. Quite. Spoiler alert. We're actually going to play some mini soccer.
Luck appears to be on my side today.
So we're not going to go full power. You just go just a little above. You can actually get it like lined up perfectly. And you can get it into the tiny goal.
We're just getting warmed up.
So that's the first sports game. Coming up is we're going to revisit that N64 classic. Everyone, I'm sure, remembers Wave Race. Good old Wave Race 64. It's going to be perfect. But it's going to be a reimagination, if you will. I swear I'm a better driver than this. So it's just a simple figure 8 course. But we gotta get it set up. Here we go! Time for Gravy Race 64! So, it's pretty straightforward. There's small little obstacles that are food. It's corn and chicken legs. I think that's actually it. I think it's only chicken legs and, like, corn cobs. So ideally, about a 16 on lap 1. Lap 2, you're trying to aim for like a 31, 32. Ideally, you're aiming for about a 46 in a good run. 45 is really good. Average 47 to 48 is what I'm hoping that I'm not going to go above 48, because usually that means the Bachelor's going to win. So this is looking like mid 48. Yep. Almost exactly in the middle.
You're not
so that
supposed
was
to be able
decent.
to win this.
Now we're going to come over here, and to be safe,
On to the next
so that we don't get launched into the air by the editor, we're going to come to this side, take the car, go through the light post, because there's no hitboxes on it. We're going to land, and now we're going to get ready for some Virtual Boy. It's a sport. Any guesses as to what the sport is? Also, you can see the egometer on the editor.
However, I must warn you. I'm quite
So, it's gonna load, but sometimes you just gotta take your frustration out. You don't want to play by the rules anymore. Normally it's 1st to 5, but you just gotta take out your frustration sometimes. Because this is ridiculous. You're trying to save your boss, who I also assume might be your friend.
I really need to calibrate.
Probably.
There's no way you should
maybe.
be able to win that.
You should hop in. The water is perfect.
So now we're gonna collect 6 trophies of varying
You would be
kind.
so kind as to hand me my trophy. Modesty prevents me.
And we're gonna put all of it on him.
You know my one week. Oh, I don't deserve. I feel like it.
And now, because he's a balloon, we're gonna pop him. We're gonna save load. As soon as Save the Director appears, we're gonna come in here. We're gonna save the director. You press the red button because it's quicker. The green button, the tape just falls off and does the exact same thing.
You might as well crawl in my mouth now because it's only going to end one way.
And so at this point, people are probably there's probably 1 or 2, maybe more, people out there that are probably learning something about themselves. But there's probably something awakening in them. We won't specify what. And so this has been Jazzpunk Any %. I hope you enjoyed. It's pretty straightforward from here on out. This is just the first half of the credits. We go through the jungle. Hopefully not getting stuck like that. And now it's just hopping all the way through. There's a small message from the director at the end. Time will be coming up when I swallow the pills. And so I hope you've enjoyed Jazzpunk. Jazzpunk Any %, I should say. So the message.
My sincerest apologies. I've left this tape recording here in the event that I ever get transmogrified into a man-reptile
Can actually
hybrid,
kind of
and you need to escape the labyrinth.
glitch through the wall here. I'm running out of time to do it. So you can actually grab the pill bottle as it's swinging out. You don't actually have to wait for it to hit the table. So that's why I am way over here.
Best of luck.
And that's time.
Also, please say hi to my secretary if I eat her for pudding.
So that was Jazzpunk Any %. And so now here's the rest of the credits with some really good music. It's a jazz, hence jazz. It's kind of a cross between jazz music and maybe a little bit of punk music. It's more jazz influence than anything. The reason why I say that is because the name of the game is Jazzpunk. So that has been Jazzpunk. Thanks for watching. Thanks for your consideration. Also, shout out to Necrophone Games. I think this is their only game out, and they have talked about making Jazzpunk 2, but they've been completely silent. Also, shout out to Adult Swim Games for publishing it. And all the people we have forgotten. Oh boy. And now we're back.